Opposition unity meeting. There you have images of Arvind Kejriwal arriving with Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann. He's walked straight into this meeting at this point, even amid all the talk and buzz around Aam Aadmi Party, not very happy with the fact that the Congress hasn't yet come on board to support them on the Delhi ordinance issue. We see that the AAP has already sent out a strong message that today's opposition meeting, they are going to be tabling the very issue that's been haunting them for quite a few months now. The ordinance that the centre has passed on the Delhi government, taking away some of their powers, will be of prime focus. They will be reaching out to the Congress. Mallikarjun Kharge is here. We also see Rahul Gandhi in the frame, K.C. Venugopal. They've all arrived at that venue in Patna, this opposition Patna meeting, a show of unity that they're trying to project here. Maushmi is right there at the spot, joining us on the phone line as well. Maushmi, tell us more. We see all the opposition leaders trickling into this very Patna conclave. It's a big photo op, opportunity surely. Uddhav Thackeray now walking in. Tell us the big leaders who've already arrived and what's the buzz there? What's really on the agenda? We believe that most of the opposition leaders are fully tight-lipped on what's going to roll out in this meeting today.
So, Nabila, we are told there are almost 16 parties who are present in this big opposition meet. The only pullout is RLD. Jayant Chaudhary is in London on a family vacation, and he had expressed his regrets earlier for not coming for this meeting. But as they said, that only the party chiefs were called, so there was no role play by somebody else on his behalf that could be allowed or was possible. So RLD is out, but MK Stalin, chief of the DMK and one of the biggest players in down south and in the national spectrum, if you see the Lok Sabha seats, TMC Mamata Banerjee is here, Rahul Gandhi in Kharge, of course. Now Bhagwant Mann is coming with Arvind Kejriwal. They did go to Patna Sahib yesterday, so a lot of optics playing out there. And they have Raghav Chadha and Sanjay Singh, who is the head of the parliamentary party of the AAP in the parliament. So Sanjay Singh is right there, and the ordinance issue is one of the key focus of the Aam Aadmi Party. You have Sharad Pawar coming in. You have Uddhav Thackeray coming in.
Abdullah has also arrived.
Hemant Soren is the last one to in fact reach. He's just, yeah.
Sitaram Yechury, Omar Abdullah, Mallikarjun Kharge. We see really all the top leaders who've arrived at this Patna opposition meeting. Tell us who haven't been invited. We know a few of them have tried to steer clear of this, which is the JDS from Karnataka. Deve Gowda itself has decided to stay away from this opposition unity meet. BRS, the YSRCP. Tell us if they've even been invited in the first place. Have they refused the invitation? What really was that? How did that really work out for this meeting here? Was an invitation sent out in the first place?
So Nabila, you know, everybody has been really skeptical about this opposition unity. There are divergent viewpoints, different ideologies, and the most critical fact is that they are at each other's neck in many states. So that was one key issue, you know, focusing on which the invitations were sent out. Yes, BSP was invited, but Mayawati didn't turn up. Perhaps she is waiting and watching. And on the other hand, as I told you, RLD didn't come, but I'm not really sure, and I don't think that the BRS was invited because there is a
attempting a third front
within the leaders who are attending and the parties who are attending that there could be attempts to derail this entire opposition startup. I would call it a startup because it's after a long time, after UPA 2, we've seen that there is a unity at such large scale where there are leaders who've not seen eye to eye. From Akhilesh Yadav to Mamata Banerjee, Arvind Kejriwal being in the same frame as Rahul Gandhi. Many of them have icy relationships with Rahul Gandhi, and we will have to wait and see how that pans out. But amongst the fence-sitters who have not come and were not invited, as you said, JDS has not been invited because they've been at loggerheads in Karnataka and they've fallen apart since the last government fell way back in 2018 elections. So really, you know, the JDS is out, TDP is out, YSR is out, and also the BJD, that's made it really clear that it is more leaning towards the BJP. So all these four to five key regional parties have kept out of this opposition meet. But now, from now onwards, one will have to wait and see whether they are together or is it just a photo op, as you said. Because if they have to add more weightage to the entire meeting, there has to be a takeaway. Whether there's a common minimum program, Sharad Pawar apparently was working on that. Whether there is a team that is created with apt representation from every party and a convener in Nitish Kumar or any other leader of his stature made and a chairperson made for the entire alliance. That could happen. But we will have to wait and see how the Aam Aadmi Party that's been stealing all the headlines or perhaps hogging all the limelight since the past 2 days over statements and sources saying they'll walk in or walk out, a yes or a no. We'll have to wait and see how Congress deals with Aam Aadmi Party, because it's been a very, very tough relationship with them, and Rahul Gandhi and Arvind Kejriwal have been amicable and not been very courteous to each other. And in fact, I remember Arvind Kejriwal saying that the Congress doesn't need anybody else to weaken the Congress party. Rahul Gandhi is enough. That was came close on the heels of the Gujarat elections. So Rahul Gandhi has been meeting state units of Punjab and Delhi, and they've been tweeting out against the Aam Aadmi Party. So it's going to be a very hemorrhaging relationship of the Congress with the AAP, if it has to be that way.
Sure enough,
but for the longer run, they could compromise on the short-term interests.
All right, good compromise. So then in the start of this meeting today, what really would be discussed? We believe that there's a lot of talk about what are the common issues that the Congress can really come onto one page along with all the other opposition parties. Can they really identify some of the common issues that they can unite on? Is that going to be the agenda of today? A few of the issues, like for example, the Ram Mandir itself, a classic example where the Congress has been opposing it while the Shiv Sena of the Uddhav Thackeray has been for it. There are many issues like that, that all of them do not meet eye to eye about. And today, is this the day planned to only discuss on those common issues that can actually unite these parties?
You know, Nabila, the netas would be, in fact, the organizers would be heaving a sigh of relief that this meeting is even taking place. Remember, it was rescheduled. It was slotted for earlier this month and was rescheduled. Rahul Gandhi has just returned to get all these netas. Many of them are chief ministers. You have Hemant Soren, MK Stalin, Arvind Kejriwal, Bhagwant Mann. So many of them, Mamta Banerjee, all of these are chief ministers. They are busy people, and you can understand that there are certain issues which are very common and they would want to come together. That's the reason that Mamta Banerjee yesterday made a statement which was on the lines of what Nitish Kumar is saying, that we will have to forget everything and come together to defeat the BJP. So that's going to be the most common issue that everybody will agree upon. Whether the other regional issues are shadowed by this larger, greater common good umbrella kind of an issue, we will have to wait and see. Of course, I don't think that in the first meeting there can be a discussion on Savarkar or the Congress's ideology or the opinion on Gita Press and what Obama or PM Modi has been asked in US. But yes, since Aam Aadmi Party has insisted they are going to raise the ordinance issue, that could feature. Even